ride with you then, bring the troops in.
I fuck around and let them loose then.
We'll give them blues then.
Fucking call me Bobby Blue.
What's up, guys? We're back here in the Tamuk, University of Kingsville, with another music review for y'all. Today, this is gonna be kind of a similar video to what I had a few months back prior about this new upcoming rapper. His name was Designer. It's not the best video, but it was a video that I actually enjoyed doing because I normally don't listen to a lot of these new mumble rappers nowadays. But this is one particular artist that I do wanted to review because I'm a huge fan of his stuff. This video will be about XXXTentacion, aka Unknown Temptation. X is a Florida SoundCloud rapper who has garnered a cult following from his most popular song, which is "Look at Me." And around that time, when he recorded that, or when it was released on his SoundCloud and also on YouTube, he was under arrest for like charges of robbery, assault with a deadly weapon, and also and then they have him there for also probably assaulting his pregnant girlfriend at the time, which is not his ex, I mean. And he was actually released this year in March 2017. My bad, 26. But ever since then, he was mostly trying to focus on dropping some type of project. Throughout this span of a year, he has dropped one mixtape and then one album around August 25th. This is mainly what we're going to be looking towards is his most recent project, 17. So before we go into that, we're going to discuss a few things about X. So he has a huge cult following, we know that for sure. He has all these like badass bangers and mellow tracks to go with. His musical style consists of hip-hop, heavy metal in some cases, trap, lo-fi hip-hop, alternative hip-hop, rock, and in this album in particular has a little bit of emo elements into it. But he usually likes to explore a lot of these genres because he doesn't really consider himself as a rapper. He considers himself more like as an artist. So he's normally more versatile than your average rapper, if that makes sense. I do want to point out that it is a controversial artist. He can get really violent. His songs can also deal with heavy issues. In the case of this album, it deals with depression. The whole Drake incident with his song back in his playlist when he released it, More Life, it's called KMT, has a similar flow to Look at Me. I remember X calling him out for that. Normally the flow is the part is like, I bitch, who is your man? A, can't keep my dick in my pants. A, my bitch don't love me no more. A, it follows that pattern in a lot of these songs nowadays. And then same thing with Drake. He actually used that flow in his song. Other things was, there's one time that X actually got knocked out at a concert while performing Garrett's Revenge. Has to do something with some beef between another rapper known as Rob Stone. Who, if you don't know who Rob Stone is, he dropped this one-hit wonder, which is Chill Bill. I think it was around 2016 that was released. Has a few remixes. Still, it's a badass song, catchy whistling and shit. But it has to do with that. It wasn't like it was probably one of his guys that when his friends actually knocked him out on stage, and it was like I didn't expect X just getting knocked the fuck out like that. And then he's also like he has assaulted his fans for mainly like touching him. He even said out loud that if he ever sees like his fans, he would come up and literally just punch the fuck out of them. And I'm just like, the fuck. I wouldn't like to be in a concert with him, but I'd just be like, probably in the back somewhere just vibing. And not only that, in the same year he was actually inducted into the 2017 XXL Freshman Cypher, along with a few other upcoming rappers like Playboi Carti, Made in Tokyo, Amine, all these, and my favorite, Ugly God. He performed with Playboi Carti, Made in Tokyo, and Ugly God in their video, or in their cypher. And X stood out mainly because the beat was just cut out entirely, and he just mainly did like a demonic freestyle, like just kneeling down, putting his hands, just bowing his head, like it was like some type of satanic ritual going on. Everyone was bowing their heads. I'm just like, it scared a lot. It scared off a lot of people. Some say that it was his most shittiest like performance out there. Like he could have. I mean, there's been a lot of videos where they actually incorporated the beat into it, and it actually goes through with it, but it was just really weird, to be honest, just going through it. Going into this album, I wasn't sure if he would have any elements of bass distortion or screaming vocals in some of these cuts, since the majority of his material is like that, and fans like myself have grown accustomed to identify X as a hype beast. I'm talking about tracks like Look at Me, hashtag Sipping Tea in Your Hood, Suicide Pit, Run Up on Me, Rip Roach, or King of the Dead. He is not very intense in his music. On the other hand, he also has more mellow, lyrical, and melancholy approach in his music, like The Beautiful But Short, I Don't Want to Do This Anymore, I Spoke to the Devil in Miami, He Said Everything Will Be Fine, Slipknot, By City, or Kill Me. 17 takes the more mellow approach. It's not a sudden change in how X makes his music, but this album still deals with like themes of like depression, loneliness, suicide, dealing with love, and that's pretty much the entire album. The album is only 22 minutes in length. There's 11 tracks. One's it's actually more the introduction is mostly just a speech on why he made this album. And it sucks though, cause like it is a common trope in a lot of these recent rappers where when they drop a project, a mixtape, or an album, it's so short. I had the same issue with that with the Designer's mixtape, but despite that short length, I went through this project just enjoying it throughout. So I'm starting with the good stuff. My favorite song from this album is probably everyone else's, Jocelyn Flores. The sample is gorgeous. Sample is also found in Carry On and Everyone Dies in Their Nightmares. And then when the beat drops, it's like it blows everything away. This is like probably like one of the better tracks in this album. And then of course the hook and X's verse is like really good. Like the entire album's the entire song is mainly about a friend of X by the name of Jocelyn Flores who committed suicide, and mainly the verse mainly depicts what he feels about like how he reacted, and he feels pretty sad. Like he wants to kill himself. It's like, the man, this shouldn't happen to a young girl like her. So it's like it really goes well. Another song that I like, which has like a similar feel to Garrett's Revenge, is more like a folk acoustic ballad, is the Depression and Oppression. It's very, very soft, very mellow, and it's really just stripped down, and it's just like one of the cases where you actually hear X singing. I really like his singing voice. Is not too over the top. It's just right. There's some rappers that actually have a really good singing voice, and I'm glad he's one of them. And then of course Garrett's Revenge, which was teased before this album was released, is just simply called Revenge now. It has one of the most catchiest fucking hooks in this shit. I always still sing to the song a lot, and it has some, of course, the folk rock element in, as you saw in Depression and Oppression. And then it goes into a more rock influenced track, or mostly like an emo vibey track. Is Save Me. It has a good breakdown and then builds up with the whole drums. It's like, and then he's like, save me, for I fall. He's pretty much feeling like he's going into a downward spiral that he cannot escape. Fuck Love was a song that I feel like Lil Uzi Vert could also fuck with. The singer at the beginning sounds just like Uzi. It's probably the best produced track with some R&B and some trap influences mixed in. It discusses what X's loved one, or his ex, he still has feelings for her, but can't take the breakup like too well. Basically, he's describing that he feels like shit ever since him or his ex throw their love away. Hence the name Fuck Love. Carry On has also a similar vibe from Jocelyn Flores, mainly telling the listeners who are depressed just to keep going despite what you're currently going through, and he has to, as he has as well, fought his demons in the past and in the present. So I fuck with the message. Orlando, the name alludes to the Orlando shooting at a gay nightclub where 49 people were killed in that incident. The song doesn't touch on about that shooting in detail. However, it's a piano ballad, and for me, when it comes to slow tracks, I really do like these organic piano instrumentals just playing in the background. It's very soothing. And then Alea, and it's probably like this is the outro. There's no song I just really like. The only thing though I really wish it was longer, and that goes into a few of my negative things I had to say about this album. The songs that I enjoyed are very short, and it makes no sense to me. One of the best tracks, like I said, Everyone Dies in Their Nightmares, is only a minute and 37 minutes long. It has the same sample from Jocelyn Flores and Carry On. It sounds nice, but the length just kills it for me. None of the songs in this album goes over the 3-minute mark. And for the fans of X, this is not a deep project at all. The synopsis is very simple, but it's consistent throughout this project. The explanation gives off what is to come with this project, just the mindset of X's depression, and the main thing he made this album was trying to numb anyone else who's also depressed. But in the 10 tracks, it really just depicts that. But the lyrics also are, however, mediocre. It's nothing like too like mind-blowing or like something that would just catch you off guard. I was like, man, I need to look that up. No, like it's just like some type of like poems you would probably make back in high school, middle school. A casual listener can get this album like that. It doesn't take like a certain amount of intelligence to like digest this album and be like, oh man, this is really deep. The lyrics can also be classified as really fucking edgy and borderline cringy, but it's not that bad. It really isn't, in my opinion. I prefer these chilled out tracks over his more like a la verga hype tracks. It's a nice change of pace for X. I'd rather have like, if there was probably one heavy track in that album, it would probably feel off-putting, mainly because of the themes. But overall, it was still a good project. Shit, even Kung Fu Kenny, Kendrick Lamar actually gave him a shout out on Twitter that he actually fucks with this album because of its pure raw emotion. But that might seem like a stretch, but I still understand where he's coming from. And after all, with that being said, this is my review of X's debut album, 17. What did y'all think of the album? Was it good? Did you hate it? I'll try to be more consistent with uploads. I'm still waiting on Dev Pro because if anyone doesn't know, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! But the thing is, they haven't updated with these Link monsters, which been released about a month ago. I already have some, like in real life, have some cards on me, but I still need to get other shit to actually like fix up the decks that I have right now. And still waiting on that. I'll be checking up, and then whenever they do come in, I'll try to upload more deck profiles and random replays that I have showcasing these decks with the links, monsters there. Also, I'm down with some experimentations. I'm back here on campus, and I was told by a friend of mine to do some more blogging. It'll be a fun new thing to try out, and I wouldn't mind just giving like a tour around campus, do what I normally do every single daily, things like that. So with that being said, I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care.
Can't keep my dick in my pants.